When I was a teenager, my friends knew me as the guy who wanted to build a castle. I had this notion, I think my entire adult life, that at some point I wanted to do what I loved instead of what the economy expected me to do. And so when I was 36 years old, I put a calendar invite in my calendar, and I put on my 40th birthday in all capital letters, stop. And what that meant was stop doing what the world expects you to do and do what you want to do. We opened in February of 2010, and I was 40 years old. My book, it's called Don't Settle, a Pick Your Path Guide to Intentional Work. The book is a framework through which the reader can choose the relationship between their work and their passion. And that's not to say your work and your passion have to be the same thing. That's one of the paths. And what's really exciting about it is I'm doing a lot of speaking at universities. And so I do like this 35-minute summary of the book, and then I have all the students pull their phone out and they zap a QR code and they do this 5-minute pick your path tool, and they make the decision. They choose one of those 5 paths. And then we talk about it. And pretty much every time in a class of 50 people, someone has chosen each of the 5 paths. There's 5 different paths. There's the independent path, where your passion and your work don't have anything to do with each other. There's the money path. We all know people who, for whatever reason, they just have to have money, and that's what's driving them. Passion now. If you know how to monetize a passion and you can make enough money, then sure, you should go do that. Then there's the experiment path. The experiment path is expose yourself, try things. Move around from company to company or job to job or geography to geography, find something that you could fall in love with. And then there's what I did, which is a balanced path. You know that you want to marry your work and your passion. And so you go into the world and intentionally build the capabilities that will help you succeed when you switch over to working at your passion later on in life. And so that's what I did, the balanced path. Don't settle for the default path that just happens to your life. Make your choice and own your life. You have agency, make the decision about what life path you are on. People tend to have more agency than they think they do. So you can take a step, even if it's going from 0 push-ups to 1 push-up. That's a step, take the step. You can be 1% better today than you were yesterday. But if you take 1 and raise it to the 365th power, it equals 1. If you take 1.01, so 1% more, and raise that to the 365th power, it's 37, right? 37 versus 1. So when in doubt, act. At the end of the day, don't settle for what the world expects you to do. Choose your path. Take care of your body. Take a step every day to be 1% better.